This may not surprise you, but your upstairs neighbor isn't your biggest fan. Takumi, that little rat, what did he do? Is Tomo going to die? If he does, I'll wring his little neck. Oh, pardon me. No, it's only some laxatives in the food. I think he wanted to ruin your day, not harm the cat seriously. Oh, thank goodness, I'm so relieved. If it's laxatives, Tomo should be fine in a day or two once it clears out of his system. And it will clear him right out. What a little scumbag. What's his problem? He mentioned the cats having been keeping him up at night. A few weeks of that and anyone might crack. You're right. I'm so used to it, I didn't notice, but I'll get a contractor to come out and see about finally soundproofing this place. They're in there all night? Wow. It must smell horrible. Tomo, you nearly made my heart stop. I'm glad you'll be okay. Now that one mystery is behind us, could we return to our discussion about the collector? Of course, I've only visited her once. I wanted to add a very rare Balinese breed to the cafe, and after searching for 2 weeks, I was convinced it was nowhere to be found in Tokyo. So let me guess, she had to give a cat away, one she loved dearly, probably her oldest one or something. Just when I'd given up hope, I got an email out of the blue from her saying she had the breed I was looking for and to come to her shop. Suffice it to say, I was ecstatic. Business was doing alright, so I had some money to spare too. Only she didn't want money. She wanted Panda. I guess that's me asking, and look at how distressed I am. Wow, she wanted a panda? No, Panda was the name of an old cat I had. She was nothing special, an old mixed breed who moved to Tokyo with me when I was starting up. I doubt I would have started this business if it wasn't for him, but he was also really old and having some health problems. You gave that poor cat away, you're such a bitch. Jesus Christ. The collector said she'd take care of him, give him the best medical care, feed him the best food. Even then, you could have done the same. Panda's last days would be in complete comfort. In exchange, she'd give me the Balinese kitten for free. I thought it was the right thing to do. And that's where you're wrong. It's not for free, it's in exchange. Nothing is free, if you get it from the collector. But Panda was family. What kind of person am I? I gave him away. And then the sudden realization hits you that you're a stupid fucking bitch. I miss him so much. I tried to go back and give the kitten back for Panda, but the 3 cranes outside of her shop were gone, and I never saw her or Panda again. That's all I can remember. Sorry, remembering Panda always makes me sad. Thanks for the help. I should get back to work? Oi oi oi. Don't eat the fish. Another achievement! I mean, I'm not a collector of achievements, but I'm glad to finally find a collector now. Imagine how fast this could have been if I just forced all of them to tell me. Look. That's it, 3 paper cranes. The buttons on the elevator are lit up now. Enter. This doesn't seem right. Yeah, doesn't match the descriptions I got at all. What was that? Who's there? Reina? Is that you? Huh? Who's there? Now, is the collector a woman or a man? I mean, judging by the descriptions, it's a man. Oh god, my fucking throat. But I think someone said the collector was a woman. Maybe I don't know. Look around you. Interesting, isn't it? It said the cranes can grant a wish. What is it you wish for? Oh, there it is. This elusive collector person. I've never been one to believe in wishes. Are you him? The collector? Oh, it's an old man. Collector, Crow. One of many names given to me over the years. But we've no time to waste on such boring trivial things as introductions. Don't you want to know who I am? Oh, I know who you are, Detective Ito. Or should I say, investigator? So hard to keep straight. I suppose it's irrelevant what you call yourself now, as you've arrived exactly where you need to be. Something's different. Yes, yes. What is it, I wonder? Ah, that's it. You're like me, after a fashion. You see things differently from those around you. The world is not so solid and unchanging as it is for them. Things bend. They break. Am I wrong? No, nothing's been the same since Kamakura. Yes, yes, of course. The girl you murdered, Reina. Was that your fault? She gave me no choice. Of course it wasn't. I never meant to. Something made me. Then you are a puppet, dancing at the end of your strings to a tune you cannot hear. No, that's not what I said. I'm no one's puppet. Are you so sure, detective? Do you really feel like everything you've done is under your control? I'm controlling her, and I get the feeling that whatever I would have answered, there's always a way to twist it around and make it sound bad. When faced with the impossible, you're so certain that every choice you make is your own. I don't know, sometimes I feel like they're made for me. Which is easier, I wonder. The knowledge that the cause of all your suffering and your joys of your own doing are someone else's. I don't have time for this. Of course, our conversation has tilted towards the philosophical, but you are not here for philosophy. You want something more tangible. I want information, facts. No, it is my business to know what people desire, and that is not what you seek. You want Reina. What is it you want? Truly. Tanaka. I want to know what really happened to him. No, it's not only that. I want to know what's happening to me too. Nothing makes sense anymore. I'm tired of chasing after clues that lead to dead ends. Perhaps I can be of some help to you. But first, please indulge me. I have a few questions. So because I'm asking for information, he's going to ask me for information. This is how it works. Oh god, I mentioned it before, but I love this. This is grade A material. I'm curious, so curious. You're such a unique visitor after all. Yes, nothing like the others. Fine, what do you want to know? I find it interesting that someone like you would drink on the job. Huh? You mean in the hostess bar 2 weeks ago? Yeah, what of it? It seemed so obvious a mistake. Why did you make it? I didn't know I would do it. It felt good. I don't know, for information. I mean, it's kind of like The Wolf Among Us and Glass him. Well, it's not that absurd. I mean, I knew I would be drinking, but for information. It was for the case. I didn't think I'd get information otherwise. Not that it changed anything. On the night of your partner's disappearance, you found your way into the sewer using a man. Why him? Is he talking about Goto? Because then a witness saw him. A witness placed him in that sewer. Why not go directly to the source? What is this? Some sort of psych test? I came here for answers. Enough with the games. No, that's not how it works, Ito. It's no game, detective. I can give you what you seek. This is my price. That's it? If you wanted information to use against me, seems you've already got enough. Blackmail? How pedestrian, simplistic. No, I have no interest in that. Then what do you want? Everything I collect brings me closer to an understanding, much like you. Only the puzzle I assemble is considerably larger, and the pieces you provide is well worth the trouble. Shall we continue? Sure. Do I have a choice? You've already made it. You show such little patience, detective. Surprising, considering the effort you took to get here. Yeah, I did all the quests. Can I get some appreciation? The girl, Reina, she's the one you've been chasing, yes? Let's talk about her. Why didn't you shoot her again in the sewer? She was holding your dear Tanaka at knife point. Why didn't you pull the trigger? To keep her talking, I didn't want to hurt anyone. I should have. She didn't deserve it. I mean, she's mental, right? She needs help. And even though she's a stupid psychotic bitch, she didn't deserve to be shot in the first place. Reina was clearly sick, out of her mind. What was shooting her going to prove? Interesting. Most interesting. Though she's gone, the sleepless nights continue, don't they? You've only taken your medication once after all. Perhaps it's only a delusion. Does it not make you question the futility of it all? Most interesting. Perhaps you've told me enough. Yes, this is most useful. Wow, the end was kinda weird and fast now. I mean, he could have asked me to elaborate why I only took the medication once, but okay. I accept this trade. In return, you want... What was it? Ah, yes, that's right. A path. A way forward. I suppose it's your turn to ask the questions now. Well, wait, 5 minutes ago it was all like, no, I know what you want. You don't ask the questions here. And now it's, ask me anything. What are you? The mask? Where is Tanaka? Is he alive? Oh, they didn't find his corpse? In the dark. Whether he lives. That is more difficult. Wow. The dark. It's not the first time I've heard that. What is it? Where can I find it? A better question is, where can it not be found? Can you not feel it around you? Following you at every turn? ... It pays great mind to those within its walls. You know of whom I speak. The common thread that binds all the misery in your heart. Reina, and if that's where she is, Tanaka must be there too. The girl's thread is a complicated one. Yes, very tangled. It begins in Kabukicho and a talent agency called Omega. Kabukicho. I know it well enough. As I imagine any officer of the law would. Is it like the slum district or something, maybe? The dark is a sacred place. It lives and breathes, changes shape, and goes where it pleases. And it is the girl whose suffering determines its shape. Without understanding its root, you will never find your way. Or it could tear you apart. Like it almost has already. Alright, the mask. I don't know why, but I get the hunch that you'll know what this is. Holding it creepily in front of me. Oh my god. What is it? Reina was obsessed with it. It must be important, but I can't figure it out. I see. A most interesting relic. It makes people do the most fascinating things. Why did Reina want it so badly? It is a tool. Instead of living in fear of it, why not use it? It may be the key that will help you find your precious Tanaka. Though as powerful as it is, one cannot expect to use it knowing nothing about it. You said it yourself. It all started in Kamakura. The Kavanas have quite a history with that mask. The Kavanas? Mai? The Shrine Maiden girl? Her grandmother was the one who gave it to me. The very same. It gives me the creeps. Maybe I should have gotten rid of it. You got rid of it, and then you broke into the fucking police station to get it back. Don't do that. You'll never find your way without it. Okay, and what are you then? A dressmaker, a cat breeder, a blackmailer. Seems that no one in this town can agree on anything about you, except your name. There's no way anyone could know what you do. It's impossible. So what are you? Take a look around you. Is it not familiar? Can you not smell it? The stench of corruption. I've been here for so long, longer than you can imagine. Feeling the desires, the loves, the hatred of mankind flow through this place. For you, detective, I am exactly who you need me to be. Now, shall we return our attention to the matter at hand? Our trade, after all, was not for the knowledge of how I fit into your story. I'm just a Deus Ex Machina. It was for a way to clear the... How did you put it? Ah yes, to clear the dead ends you run up against. Let us reconsider your problem. The mask and the dog are inexorably linked. Pursuing one without the other is futile. Now, you are an enemy of the dog. It will reject you without understanding it, and you'll be lost without the necessary tool. How will I know when a path's been opened? Ask your puppet master. My end of the bargain has been upheld. Poof, and disappears. You seem awfully eager to help me. What's the catch? Something tells me I'm going to regret talking to you. Paranoia, an unnecessary feeling. As I said, people fascinate me, especially ones as unique as yourself. You are a detective. I've only given you the tools you need to finish the job. From there, now, that is the interesting part. I look forward to seeing your progress. Consider your debt to me partially repaid. The rest I shall collect at another time. ... Tell me, my little puppet, if you can see your strings. Does your dance not continue? What? Until we meet again. Poof, and now he disappears. What a weird fellow. What a weird guy. Man, the collector is one creepy motherfucker, isn't he? So... the air in the collector's basement was stagnant and heavy. If I had stayed any longer, I feel like it may have suffocated me. For the time I was there, Akihabara faded away into a distant memory. I returned to the surface, put my hand up to shield my eyes from the sunlight and listened to the people on the street. The conversation seemed so pointless, part of a world I no longer belonged to. The busy sounds of the street swept the cobwebs from my mind, forcing me to remember everything I told the collector and everything he impossibly knew. I told him so much, but did I have a choice? Maybe he was right and I was a puppet after all. At that moment, it didn't matter. The dark and the mask both belonged to a world I was now a part of. Normal methods of investigation wouldn't lead me to them. Countless paths were narrowed to 2 and I had no choice but to march forward towards the leads I'd been given. As I left Akihabara behind, one thing bothered me. How did the collector know so much about me? Was I really so easy to read? No. What he talked about, he couldn't have been able to read. You know, he couldn't have been able to read that you drank a whiskey while on the job. No one knew that except for the hostess. And this Goto guy, I guess, maybe? I didn't have time to dwell on it. Kazuki and Reina were in the dark. That much had been all but confirmed. And I now had a means, however impossible, to find them. 2 paths, the mask and the dark. Both were necessary and I had to make a choice of which to follow first. Oh god no, please don't tell me this will determine my ending as well? Chase after a talent agency and took his red light district back to Kamakura to visit Mai, the girl I nearly got killed. Neither seemed very appealing. My logical side didn't understand how either would help, but as everything around me cracked and crumbled away, logic didn't matter anymore. I had to choose, or maybe something would choose for me? Fuck you, Ito. So I have the choice of either going to Kamakura, to the shrine at Mai, or Kabukicho, a red light district apparently, and this agency. I guess getting as much information about what we're dealing with here first is better than trying to get information on Reina. Because clearly Reina is possessed by this dark thing and this fucking mask is creepy as hell, so let's go to Kamakura first. Let's hope this is the right thing to do. I know there are several different endings to this game, but I think more than 10 or something, which is fucked up and incredible because I'll never be able to experience all of them. I came here to find out about the mask, but there's something I've got to do first. 6 months ago, I sent one girl to the morgue and very nearly killed another. Since then, I thought of coming here to apologize to Mai Kavanagh countless times, but couldn't will myself to see her and be faced with my failure. Why your failure? You saved her! I think of the fear and hurt in her eyes and I feel nothing but shame. For my own peace of mind, I need to tell her the truth about that day and how I lost control. Yeah, you see, your fucking grandmother gave me this mask and this mask somehow possessed me and made me shoot, so it's all basically your grandmother and your family's fault. Bye. Hopefully she can find it in herself to forgive me enough to help me with my investigation of the mask. Wait, it's fall. Why are the cherry blossoms blooming? It's like nothing's changed since that day. Oh, this is getting gritty now. Let's talk to the weird train guy. Is he there? Oh, yes, it's Magira. Magira, I forgot your voice. Oh, it's you. I was reading the papers and I saw your picture. And then I saw that picture on the TV news. And maybe the 7chan message boards. After I looked you up. Why isn't it 2chan? Anyway, I'm sorry. I was curious. I remembered meeting you and couldn't believe it. It's like I met a celebrity or something. Of course it's not good or anything, but you know, you never know who you'll meet in this business. Everyone always seems so unassuming. I mean, that's not to say any of it was your fault or anything. Please don't kill me. Okay, so the message boards are pretty bad. There's a lot of bad stuff on there, like, wow. Pretty wild stuff. Are you done? Oh right, sorry, yes. Please don't kill me. Hello again. Ito isn't impressed. Definitely. Leave Kamakura. Where's Mai? Cherry blossoms? Mai's grandmother? Is Mai's grandmother still at that house near here? You want to see her? Well, she is still around, I suppose. I see the comings and goings of all the people around here. I don't see her getting out much though. Oh yes, that reminds me. When you were last here in April, did she, I don't know, give you something? I'm not accusing you, of course, I heard that there was an important artifact that went missing last spring. Kavanagh is old and losing her faculties a bit. Maybe she gave it to you by mistake. Can you remember anything like that? Whoops, sorry, my doorbell rang. Sorry, can you remember anything like that? Oh wait, it's Magira's voice. Can you remember anything about that? The mask. Sorry, I don't. Should I tell Magira about the mask? Come on. He's not that important that he could change anything, does he? Oh, so you do know about it. That's a relief. Wouldn't want to think something so important was stolen by some riffraff, right? So do you know when they'll return it? They? Oh, of course the police. Actually, the police should have it, but I got it right here with me, Magira. I'll have to ask HQ about that kind of thing, sorry. I did. I contacted them several times. They said they didn't know anything about it. They said they didn't have it. You don't think they're lying, do you, detective? What the fuck is up with Magira? Why is he so shifty today? They wouldn't lie about something like that, something so precious to this town, would they? I'm sure whoever you talked to was mistaken. Yes, that must be it. I'll keep trying. Enjoy your time in Kamakura. What can you tell me about the fucking cherry blossoms, Magira? What's going on with the weather here? It's fall. Why are the cherry blossoms out? It's beautiful, isn't it? There's a species of cherry trees, the Prunus subhirtella autumnalis, that sometimes blooms twice a year. What a mouthful. At least, that's what it says online. Who'd have thought we'd have them here in Kamakura? Well, I say Kamakura, but they only seem to be in this part of town. Lucky, huh? A cherry blossom tree that blooms in fall? I've never seen it. Are you sure you've got your facts straight? It seems impossible. Impossible? Do you doubt my botany expertise? Or expertise? I don't know. Impossible would be if the seasons started reversing themselves, don't you think? Yeah, it certainly feels that way. Huh? You say something? Why the glum face? Anyway, I hope you take advantage of the weather and go for a picnic or something. The blossoms are so peaceful. Don't they put your mind at ease? I don't know. Not if they're still blooming. Where's Mai? Leaf Kamakura. Where's Mai? I'm looking for Mai Kavanagh. Have you seen her? I don't know why, but Mai Kavanagh, every time I say it, it reminds me of... just forget it. I'm sorry I said anything. I won't go there. I won't go there. Oh, you're looking for Mai again, huh? Are you sure that's such a good idea? She was pretty upset about the happenings the last time you were here. I mean, I've barely seen her leave Kamakura since then. Maybe it's best you leave her alone. It's important I talk to her. ... I suppose she'd be at the shrine that's down the street, like usual. Mai is very important to this town. Please don't upset her too much. Please don't shoot her. We all want everything to go back to normal. It's been half a year. Things should have returned to normal, and to be honest, it's kind of bullshit that Mai is blaming Ito, since Ito, let's be honest, no matter what she did and how she did it, she saved Mai. Reina is a crazy psychotic girl with a knife. She could have killed her easily. Come on, leave Kamakura. Oh, okay. I thought I would be asking him about leaving Kamakura. Okay, it's a little early to think about leaving. I need to speak with Mai first and her grandmother. So bye, Magira. I don't know what to say to you. Just don't be as creepy anymore, please. Last time was much better.